All right, we are here, and we have not really advanced at all. We just went through that one day that we struggled to get through in the first episode. But we did do two things. We made two new signings, or tried to attempt to make two new signings. We got the two choices by my girlfriend, who knows nothing about the database or the game at all. And she chose, without any restrictions for me other than the fact that I said it can't cost more than $100 per show, Original Sinner for the men, because it was funny. And then for the women, we got. Where are we at? Oh, did we not send. Uh-oh, goofed on that one. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Where are we at? Faith Force. Because her bio genuinely made her giggle, and the muscles and stuff. She is the daughter of Jim Force's father's brother's mother's nephew's former roommate, which I'm pretty sure is a line from Spaceballs, but we'll go past that. Okay, let's go ahead and negotiate 60 per show, so I mean decent amount. She's probably gonna be our biggest star if we bring her in, but I said it would be part of the rules, and it is part of the rules. Alrighty. So what I think we're going to go ahead and do now is go ahead and send forward another day. Basically, we're going to wait and see if any of these people go ahead and sign. And already we are going way faster than we were when we were streaming. So what I will probably do is go ahead and do the majority of these like this, and then we'll set up a specific day or specific intervals that we live stream all as well. So I think right now we're gonna, yep, we're already wrapped up with a full day. That wasn't nearly as bad. All right, Primetime Jack Pride complete. Oh, who all did we get? Didn't mean to do that. Let's see who we got. Black Diamond signed with us, Primetime Jack Pride, and Texas Hangman. I think we're gonna keep Texas Hangman a heel. Same with Primetime Jack Pride. And Black Diamond's gonna be a face. Okay, let's go ahead and reset this too. But we are gonna need a referee at some point. That's probably something we should look at real quick. Roll referee. Times like this, I wish I would have left that all set up. Tire, basin, near Midwest. So yeah, the first live stream went pretty good. I'm feeling pretty cool about the series. I'm pretty stoked to get it rolling. Like I said, we'll probably do the mixture of the two, but please keep the comments and all that coming. We're really, really encouraging to see all that kind of stuff. Oh man, we got Allegra Santini. Oh, banned the wrestling business in St. Louis. That's where. Okay. Refereeing's all right though. Let's try and get like a decent Brent Graveson. Graveson, not Graveson. 80 per show though. Ooh. Which was Gordy? 60. Okay. Who would be the cheapest refs we could get? 60 per show. Seems to be kind of the 50. Here we are. See where her skills. Ooh, that's why. What do we got on here? Brent Graveson. Yeah, I think our best bet's probably going to be Carrie. She's mid south. I think I used her in my CZCW save. So let's go ahead and negotiate with her. Make an offer. And then I don't think I can be a road agent either. So let's see. And again, I cleared it before I should have. Near Midwest. Let's see how many times I can do this before the series is over, y'all. All right, we got acid. Not bad. Go ahead and go ahead. It's 300 per show, 200 per show for Art Reed, which is not really bad either. Barry Griffin's 190. 30 for Biff the Bruiser. I can kind of see why. Canadian Dragons at 270. James Justice 800. Java 400. Lady Liberty 30. Not terrible. Lee Bennett 400. Yeah, I think, let's see. Yeah, I think our best bet's probably going to be Barry Kingman. No, Barry Griffin. Excuse me. Double check. 72, 70, 100. Retired. What else we got? It's really just the road agent. Does anybody else have any sort of extra skills that they could bring to the table? Freddie Dotson. Oh no, not him. Farah, no, 500 per month though. That's the issue. Cherry Bomb, 260 personality and road agent. Let's see those skills. I mean, decent charisma and stuff, but I still think Barry Griffin's gonna be our best bet. Let's go as cheap as possible to start off. Let's honestly see if we can get him down to 175. 180. I will take the split the difference. Absolutely take that. All right, so we got those two sent up. Any big news? Nope. Let's go ahead and skip forward another day. But yeah, I think we will probably, like I said, once we get into skipping multiple days after we get this roster, we will definitely just cut these down. Because even with it going faster, the load times are a little excessive. Now, obviously, if I have things I can talk about or answer, we'll go ahead and keep it rolling. But other than that, we'll probably just cut this footage out. Seems like a lot of people are playing with TCW right now, which is what I'm doing in my other save. So between the TCW and the local to global, it looks like I got my bases covered as far as popularity goes amongst series. Let's see who else we got. Oh, sweet. I think that's everybody. Let's check. Nope, we still got to wait on original center, Carey, our ref, and Barry Griffin. Should look at original center. I didn't even look at his profile. 30 per show, so I mean, not paying a lot. Pretty bad stats in general, other than that menace. And the star quality are pretty good, but yeah, son of a PSW Hall of Famer. Professional too, so I mean, I'll take it. He'd be a bad guy. So I think what we'll go ahead and do now, let's go ahead and look at our roster. Let's work on this, making sure the space field divide's correct. Amy St. James is a heel, Black Diamond is a face, Coco Malloy is a face, Faith Force is a heel. What I could say. Yep. Modesty as a heel. Cool. And then we got Clark Smallbone as a face. Or Daniel Sweetheart as a face. Perfect. That makes sense. So we got Clark Smallbone, Flying Patriot, Primetime Jack Pride, Texas Hangman, Too Hot, Tristan Weaver. It looks like we got a pretty good divide so far. All right, don't even need to worry about that. And I think everybody's got a gimmick, but let's go ahead and double check. Oh, yep. I have not assigned any default commentators. I don't think I should at this point. I think the next thing we'll do after we get this roster finalized, I'm probably going to go ahead and get the title belt set up, and then double check the date of our first event and make sure it lines up with when everybody we have is going to be available. But yeah, so I think the main things with these first few episodes are really just going to be not losing a ton of money, which is kind of going to be inevitable. But I mean, if we can keep it relatively, in check, that'd be helpful. All right, and there goes everybody. Everybody is signed. Let's double check. Original center, heel. So let's double check this. Let's do. I know the women were evenly divided, but let's go ahead and do face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, because Barry Griffin's not a wrestler. Let's heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Could not have done that better if we tried, y'all. All right. So I think I'm actually going to pull out a little notepad so we can kind of keep track of things here. I think the game plan, at least going forward, Original Center is definitely more of a project. Primetime Jack Pride's pretty decent already. So I think Pride's definitely near the top of our heels. Texas Hangman's probably that next step below. But I mean, I don't know. Actually, go ahead and put Tristan Weaver. And then Hangman and Center. So definitely going smaller for our top guys. Then the heels. Then who did we have? Let's go ahead and see. Amy St. James, Faith Forrest, Modest Pador. I think you definitely have to. I think Faith Forrest has to be. Then Amy Saint. Honesty. All right. Who else do we have on the base side? Perfect. And I think right now, I think it's got to be Danielle Sweetheart just based off of that popularity alone. But again, she's really just there to put over people. So I think you can guess the way that we're going to go with our first champion. Coco Malloy. And then again, another project Black Diamond probably is. Let's go ahead. All right, guys. When's our event? So Monday the 24th. Doesn't look like we have anybody on that date booked. So we have quite a few people from Queens of American Wrestling. It's good sign. They have a good roster. Means we're doing something right. Okay. I guess from here let's double check this one more time. If everything looks good, I think we will go ahead and sim ahead to our first episode and get to booking that. Oh, title belts. Duh. And we will need an active storyline as well. Let's go ahead and create a title. Let's see, actually, since this was one of the pre-made companies, let's see if there's actually belts for it already. I'm sure there is. A Hawkeye title. Huh. I like that, actually. Tag women's. We'll go ahead and do this for the women's for sure. I like that. Not sure how I feel about the other ones. Singles, gender limit. Excellent. Let's go ahead and create one more. Actually, you know what? I think we will go ahead and use that Midwest one. That's not too bad. I like that. And it kind of fits with the women's belt too. Men's. Alrighty. Boom and boom. Cool. Got that set up, and let's go ahead and for our storylines, I think we got a pretty simple one. Right off the bat, it's going to be the chase for the CRW Midwest title. So obviously, I mean, what local global would not be complete without a starting tournament just to kick things off? So we'll go ahead and put all our men in this one. We got Clark Smallbone. We got Flying Patriot. Got Original Sinner. Prime Time. Let's go ahead and add Texas Hangman. Too Hot. And Tristan Weaver. And good old Wild Red Stallion. Cool. So that's got our 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a perfect 8. So we literally got our tournament right there. I think that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and add another storyline. This is going to be crowning the first CRW Women's Champion. Cool. And of course, we're just going to do literally, basically, exactly the same thing we did before. Go ahead and add in Faith. I think Faith might be the best pick so far. I mean, definitely stats wise. We got our road agent, we got our ref, we got Phil here. Can we make? I feel like is that no? He doesn't really have that great of skills. So we wouldn't really want to make him, but we could make him a color commentator going down the line if we wanted to. I think we might. Alrighty. So we will just go ahead and create. We got our storylines. Let's go ahead and one more thing we will do is create a booking team. We will go ahead and alter it. Let's go ahead and add Too Hot to it. Why not? Boom. And yeah, there we go. Then as far as an inner circle goes, I definitely think, let's see, it's Too Hot a good locker room leader. Yep. So Lint, can we add Danny Sweetheart? Nope, not high enough respect. Let's go to head men's trader, I think. She might be a good role for this. Yep. Excellent. We're going to make Danny Sweetheart our trainer for both our men's and our women's and try and get some of these stats up for these young people. Excellent. I think that's all we need right now. We're going to go ahead and skip forward and we will be at our first episode, our first event, which is Against All Odds before we know it. Go ahead and skip forward. Here we go to our first show, guys. First show of our first local to global series. Nobody's getting the night off. Everybody's working at night. I mean, that makes the most sense, right? Cedar Rapids. Cool. No pre-show incidents. Obviously, no broadcaster. Booking team meeting. Not bad. Let's go ahead and spend some of that. Go ahead and do a creative finish. Surefire hit. There we go. Off to the races. Let's do an angle idea. Be done. That one's a safe bet, but it can only have a Modesty Pador in it. Safe bet. Cool. Go ahead and exit out of there. Locker room incidents. Cool. All positive. Looks like we had some training, and then Black Diamond gave the locker room a lift as she unveiled a series of spot-on impressions for some of her colleagues. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Faith Force helped create a great atmosphere, pulled a rib, made everybody laughing afterwards. Excellent. All right. Let's address that locker room. Let's do some team bonding. Might as well, right? Start it off. See how we go. Gamble. Strengthened. Oh, love that. Strengthened the relationship between everybody. One big happy family. Let's get to this show. So I think the first thing we're going to do is make this tournament. Here we go. Now I think what might be cool. Draws cause eliminations, and we're going to do TEW Midwest title tournament. And go ahead and put Clark Smallbone inside one. I think I know who I want to win this so far. Be our first champion. Stallion there. Let's go ahead and do Too Hot versus against Original Sinner. We got Texas Hangman against Flying Patriot. And Tristan Weaver up against good old primetime Jack Pride. All right. As far as that women's side goes, I think with that, we do 2 triple threat matches, and the winners go on to face each other for the title. So let's go ahead and get this kicked off. How long do we have? We have an hour and a half. I mean, I think that's fair for the amount of we have. Alrighty. Men's roster. Excellent. I love having this small of a roster. This is kind of nice, though. Red Stallion. Excellent. Actually, go back and look at this. I haven't done this yet. Let's see where everybody's. So we're a major stars. So we got quite a few, actually. We're not a major stars. Okay. Okay, interesting. Well, Clark Smallbone, it's your lucky day, buddy. You're going over Wild Red Stallion. Open this match up. Oh, not called in ring. Not what I wanted to click at all. It'll be a good old clean finish. Clark Smallbone over Wild Red Stallion. Let's go ahead and also add men's. We've already booked. We'll do that Original Sinner versus Too Hot. Too Hot's going to go over here. Open. Clean again. I think this one will want to be pretty short. We'll do this one in like 8 minutes. Cool. Let's go ahead and get all our first round matchups knocked out. We'll see what we're working with after that. After that, we got Texas Hangman versus Flying Patriot. Here, I definitely think we'll have Texas Hangman go over. Yeah, we'll have Texas Hangman go over. Now, which one of these? This might be the best chance for a. No, maybe not. Where's our best psychology in here? Definitely not Hangman. We'll keep going. We'll find that on the way. Let's go make this one a little bit shorter, and it'll be Tristan Weaver. This is probably going to be, yep, these two. So these two should actually probably get a good 17 minutes. We can have a storytelling match here. Open, clean, win. I know Primetime Jack Pride's was mentioned in the comments, and I mean, we definitely have some ideas for him, but Tristan Weaver's going to go over here. Boom. Let's go ahead and knock this one down to 12. I'm going to flip this one over right there. So we got our 4 first-round matchups for the men. And just like that, we are back wearing a different shirt through the power of video editing. I had to jump off last night, so I'm recording this the next day because I wanted to make sure we got this video out over the weekend to follow up on the live stream from Thursday night. So yeah, got these 4 matches booked. We're gonna go ahead and add, two triple threats for the women's. Let's see who we want to go with here. Not what I want to click. So we got Amy St. James, Black Diamond, Coco Malloy, Danielle Sweetheart. Let's see what we're working with here. 7 in the Midwest, 15 in the Midwest, 14 in the Midwest, 8, 3, 5. Okay, I think that makes our decision pretty easy to start this off. In this match, we're going to go ahead and do, you know what, let's do Danielle Sweetheart. She's a face, correct? Absolutely. And we're going to go ahead and put her against a Modesty Pador and Coco Malloy. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, this match, the winner of this match, surprise, surprise, is going to be Danielle Sweetheart. We're going to have it open. We're going to be a clean finish. Go ahead and book that, because quite honestly, I don't remember which matches we already had chosen. Oh, it's nothing. We're good. Just letting us know that we don't have that we have no announcers assigned. Excellent. We'll go ahead and put that one on. We'll actually leave it there. We're going to rearrange these in a minute. So let's go ahead and add our other triple threat match for the women. Let's make this one 14 minutes. Definitely want to give the women some time since they aren't getting quite as many matches to showcase what they got going on. Faith Force. And I'm sorry, Black Diamond, but Faith Force is going to beat you. Clean win. Excellent. Boom. Let's go ahead, leave that there. I'm so used to rearranging everything. Let's check what the, again, it's just letting us know that there's no announcers assigned, but they're not necessary, which is A-okay. So let's go ahead. Primetime Jack Pride and Tristan Weaver. I feel like that's going to be our best match, but I also feel like Primetime Jack Pride could kind of bust. Let's actually make that one a little bit shorter. Let's make that one just a little bit shorter. And that puts us at 76 minutes too, so that gives us a good amount of time to keep around that 90-minute mark. Who's our best workers? I think it's Flying Patriot and Texas Hangman. No. Who's our highest pop? Let's go ahead and just look at the men's roster real quick. Check it out. It's probably going to be too hot. Maybe. There we go. Too hot. He is a major star. His skills are decent too. Like they're not terrible. Let's go ahead and look at that pop. Yeah, who else? Do we have anybody else as a major star? Wild Red Stallion's a star. That's Clark Smallbone. He's considered a star. That might be the move right there. Let's actually go ahead and keep that as our main event. We're going to risk it for the biscuit this time. We will go ahead and put Primetime Jack Pride versus Tristan Weaver. Put it right here in the middle. Original Sinner versus Too Hot. Right before the end, that should get us a little bit hyped up for the main event. I think that list, well, let's move these women's matches around too, so they're not right next to each other. Let's put Danielle Sweetheart's win first. Go ahead and throw that one after Hangman and Flying Patriot. That looks like a decent card for our first event to me. We're going to go ahead and add some angles. And I think, actually, first I want to look at our stored creative ideas, because I totally forgot those too. I had the creative finish that's a surefire hit. We had modesty with a safe bet angle. Totally got 2 ideas for that. First off, since it's a surefire hit, we need all the help we can get with our first event. Let's go ahead and add that surefire hit. Boom. Then let's go ahead and get an angle with modesty Fedor in there. I'm pretty sure she did have good skills. So we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll say modesty Fedor. It's gonna say says she will win the women's title and is bed and won't break a sweat, which is funny knowing what we know because she is going to lose. Let's go ahead and it's just going to be that one part. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and we'll make it 2 parts. We're going to go ahead and do 3 minutes of her just cutting a promo. In the ring live, serious, sure. Nancy Fedor, cutting promo. Then I think we're also going to add a second section. Add new. That's where to say that. I'm going to copy the workers from this part. Danielle Sweetheart makes a star's entrance. So yeah, Danielle Sweetheart's gonna, come out and be like, you think you're all that in a bag of chips? Well, I've done it in the big leagues. You have not. Let's go ahead and add that in there. Let's go ahead and change. No, we'll leave it like that because she could still be cutting a promo like as she comes out and starts, talking to her and all that. But oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Dang, that is the absolute opposite of what I wanted to do. Well, let's do that. Go ahead and copy that. Okay. That's going to be this. And then this is going to be the original thing we did, and we just got to take out Danielle Sweetheart working the crowd. Okay, we got there in the end, y'all. Not that bad. Sure, that looks fine. I'm not even going to type that in a second time. Then we will advance the storyline, crowning the women's first champion. Nobody really wins in it, but we will add that modesty Fedor angle idea. And then honestly, that probably makes sense for us to flip these as well. Kind of backload the card with the better matches. All right, and then who else do we have who's not? I mean, everybody's working. Why don't we do a good old classic? And we could say this is cheesing, but I don't think it is. It's part of the reason we chose him. Bill the Burt welcomes us to the first Cedar Rapids wrestling event ever. I'm gonna hype it up. And I think that's all we need right there. We don't really need to explain anything. He is out there. He's hyped. He's explaining what we kind of talked about in that press release. You know, it's his goal to make this the biggest company in the world. And it's starting out really small, and he doesn't have a whole lot of backers, but yeah, gonna find out how it goes. We'll go ahead and start off too to kind of maybe kickstart that first match. We got 88 minutes. We're supposed to have about 80%, so let's go ahead and do one more match, which is going to be, oh, good old dogs barking. Hopefully that isn't too loud for everybody, and hopefully they calm down sooner. We're going to make this the record for the most cuts ever in a TEW video. All right, hold on. All right, before we were so rudely interrupted, I didn't even think there was anybody outside. It's just my dog being a dog. We were looking at what our brackets were for the matchup, just kind of seeing who we could have cut a promo, and I think it's probably going to be Too Hot. Let's go ahead and double check his stats on. Yeah, I mean he's decent. We'll go ahead and better acting than anything. I got an idea. Let's see. Original Sinner's got good menace, right? Think. Oh yeah, got it. We're gonna do scripted promo. Be 4 minutes long. It's gonna be called Original Sinner has Too Hot shaking in his boots pre-match. And yeah, Too Hot's going to come out. He's going to kind of hype up the crowd, and then he is going to look terrified of Original Sinner. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do it in the ring. It's going to be serious. Going to have Original Sinner intimidating. We're going to have Too Hot dramatic acting. Boom. Awesome. We'll go ahead and do that. And you know what? We'll go ahead and give a minor storyline victory to Original Sinner and a loss to Too Hot because, I mean, we already know Too Hot's winning this one anyway. All right, guys. I'm pretty stoked. Booking our first episode. We've finished booking our first episode now of, our first event. No, critical errors. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and kick it off. A 45. That's got to be really good for being being in front of 45. That's almost a point for every person in attendance here tonight. A 29 and a decent match. Faith Force defeated Amy St. James and Black Diamond in 12:06 when Faith Force pinned Black Diamond. Poor for Amy St. James on this gimmick. Very good for Black Diamond and Faith Force. Positive baby face and the Power in Paint gimmick. Cool. Crowd got the match hotter. We are white hot to start off the night. We made some good signings. All right. And about that, decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Tristan Weaver defeated Primetime Jack Pride in 13:08 by pinfall with a Weaver bomb. The match was designed to tell a specific story, and that story is that Primetime Jack Pride almost had Tristan Weaver. He kept cheating, kept doing all his sly stuff. Somebody in the chat in the last video, I'm going to forget who it is, but and I apologize, but shout out, said he reminded them of a young MJ Up, and I definitely get that vibe. So yeah, it's kind of what he did. But not that great for either of them. Primetime's Jack Pride's, his gimmick only got adequate, but Tristan Weaver with another very good. And yeah, not a bad couple matches to start this off. Let's go ahead and move forward. Ooh, and the best match of our very short series so far, in a bout that had decent wrestling but little heat. Texas Hangman defeated Flying Patriot in 10:09 by pinfall with a choke slam. Texas Hangman got a performance of 40. He might be somebody who had to push a little bit harder than I originally intended, especially with that very good gimmick. Flying Patriot got an awful gimmick, though. He's the worst one so far. Very hot for our crowd. Heat at the end. 31. I don't know about you guys, but I'd say our first show's off to a good start. Now we're gonna see how much money we lose when this is over. That's the real test, right? In an average 3-minute angle, we saw Modesty Pador cut a promo, and an average 3-minute angle, we saw Danielle Sweetheart working the crowd. So yeah, like I said, Modesty Pador saying, "I'm gonna win this match. I'm the best." Yada yada yada. And Danielle Sweet walks out looking like the real star, and kind of shuts her up. So yeah, she got a um, Modesty, I should say, got a initial rating of 4 on her gimmick. Very good again for Danielle Sweetheart. So a pretty mixed bag as far as our gimmicks go. But the angle idea was a success. 27 rating, by the way, if I did not already say that. All right, and another, definitely our best match yet. I love that it's a women's match. Like I said in the first video, we were really going to have that kind of differentiate us from some of the other big companies in America. Sorry, guys, while I roll my shoulder out. This mic's kind of at a weird angle. Maybe if I pull it in. There we go. That's much better. Why did I not do that sooner? But anyway, I really want these to kind of be on equal footing. I want everybody to get a chance, and I want to have the best of the best, regardless of gender, on the roster. But that kind of creates a unique issue in and of itself, because we got to have enough people to have a men's and women's roster, because we are going to keep them separate. So, yeah. But 37 rating on the match, wrestling quality, 38 rating for the entire segment. Very hot. Danielle Sweetheart performance of 44. Modesty Pador with a 28. Coco Malloy with a 40. Another really good performance for one of our workers. I think them two and Texas Hangman have had our best stats so far. Coco Malloy got that adequate gimmick. Sorry, I'm sure that was really loud in the mic. I will avoid doing that in the future. But yeah, go ahead and move forward. So we only got a couple more matches. All right, an average 4-minute angle. We saw Original Sinner get scared by Too Hot scared by Original Sinner's entrance. Original Sinner, ooh, and a guy whose gimmick should be everything. He got an initial rating of 4. And Too Hot debuted his dancing entertaining gimmick, and he got a rating of very good. So lots of very goods, but also lots of not so goods. 26 overall, not terrible. Yeah, pretty good match in a bout that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Too Hot defeated Original Sinner in 5:48 by pinfall with the heat-seeking missile. So yeah, kind of the story behind this one is Original Sinner's using his size and his strength. He's kind of just chasing Too Hot around the ring, but he's quicker and he's the veteran, and he scores that quick win. Original Sinner just can't keep up. As you can see, he got a performance of 17, so not great. But Too Hot's already getting better at his gimmick, too, which is a good sign, considering he already started out as very good 1 segment ago. All right, and now on to our main event for our first show. Then we're going to wrap this up on this, and we will be on to our first show before you know, or our second show before you know it. Sorry, I just panicked because I thought we weren't recording, but we definitely are. All right. Our main event, Clark Smallbone versus Wild Red Stallion. Final matchup in the first round of our Midwest title tournament. And it gets a 35, our second best match of the night. 30s, I think, across the board for all the... Well, I think we had 128, but I mean, still decent wrestling, but not much heat. Clark Smallbone defeated Wild Red Stallion in 9:56 by pinfall with a lightning kick. 34 and 28, so I mean, decent ratings there. Clark Smallbone with an adequate on the Teed Idol gimmick, and Wild Red Stallion with our best initial rating for his Lakota Warrior gimmick of great. The chase for the CRW Midwest title advanced and gained heat, and the creative finish was a success. Let's actually see success for penalized for odd face heel combination. That's all right. So it could have been even better. Very hot to end the show. Let's see what we're working with, y'all. I'm very happy. 34 popularity. Phenomenal. It gained our unpopularity in one region. Why am I not surprised? Let's go ahead and see what we're looking at. Address the locker room. We can only focus on 2. That's so weird. It shows you how often I play insignificant companies. So I think we're going to... Danielle Sweetheart was our number 1 worker tonight. And we're going to give it to Texas Hangman just because I don't think he is going to be our first champion. Sorry for the spoiler, but he did really good. Financial report, we definitely could have lost more. That worker cost is hurting us, though. That is quite a bit. We probably need to lower, probably need to go to cheaper, very cheap for our tickets, and see how much we lose on the next one, and then bump it back up if we need to. But yeah, we lost a decent amount of money, but not terrible. Definitely could be worse. Popularity recap. We did not even go up a full point in the Midwest. Yep, we definitely need to lower that ticket price. But hopefully between that and our how well we did in our first show in game, hopefully that gets us somewhere. I think the game plan, we will go ahead and wrap up, this little post show stuff. We'll check a couple of things, and then as soon as we go ahead and send to the next show, I'm probably going to cut, and we'll kick off booking episode 2, or our second event in episode 2 of the series, or episode 3, I guess it would be then. That live stream's kind of throwing me off. And let me know too in the comments on this or any of the videos how you like the formats. Which ones you like different or better. I really like live streaming, but I also really like being able to cut and break things up. And I love the fact that people are engaging with the live stream. But sometimes, if there aren't a whole lot of people on there, at certain times, sometimes it'd be nice to just kind of be able to chop things. So I'm kind of thinking about doing both. Yeah, but we'll see. Go ahead and check out our finances. Yeah, it's about what to be expected. Cool. Everybody's cool. Our backstage is excellent. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead 6 days. I don't think it will take us 7 days. I don't think it'll take us too long. If it takes too long, I'll go ahead and cut. But I want to at least see our finances for the end of the month in this one. Yeah, it's not going to take too long at all. But yeah, like I said, I really appreciated the support, not only on this series, but the TCW series as well. That will keep going. I think the game plan will, honestly, 4 to 5 videos a week right now. Couple TCW, and then 2, maybe 3, maybe 2 in a live stream of this series. I think Tuesday, Friday is going to be the game plan for TCW. Not exactly sure what we'll do for this series, but yeah, like I said, it is going to take too long. I don't think I can ramble that long, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and cut one last time, and I will be back when yeah. All right, guys, we are here. Drum roll, please. We only lost $1,400. That is not bad. Yep, not going to complain about that. Something I totally forgot to do, which we probably should have done earlier on, oops, is go ahead and start upgrading our merchandise. 125 a week, so that's going to be 500 a month versus 50 a week for 12.5 progress. Go ahead and do rapid. We're going to be in the red early anyway. Let's get up to like level 2, maybe level 3, then pause for a little bit, or just go to normal, and then yeah, boom, starting the upgrade. All right, cool. Everything else looks good. Our backstage was good. We have had no mail, no incidents with our workers. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the next episode, and we will book our second event in Cedar Rapids Wrestling, local to global. Thanks for tuning in.